Hey guys, it's Kane. The truth is, most retail traders actually lose money. But if you follow one simple strategy, you'll be able to beat over 90% of them. So, how do you do this? Well, it is not by trading more often, it's actually about trading less often. Most people think being an investor is about jumping in and out of the market and spending hours of your day staring at a computer screen and studying charts. But in reality, all this does is cost you time, money, and add unneeded stress onto your life. Let's start with the false promises of trading. We all see the stories of huge wins, huge gains, and people getting rich in just a few months. Now, don't get me wrong. I understand how tempting it is to want to copy these people and do what they're doing. But take it from me and my own personal experience. Trading like that will lose you the money just as fast as it made it. So, let's look at history. The S&P 500 has averaged between 10 and 12% a year for the past 150 years, while the average retail investor has made closer to 3%. And that average for the S&P has included the ups and the downs, the crashes, and all the times that the world was ending. Meanwhile, the average retail investor, they can't even keep up with inflation. So even if they're making money on paper, they're losing it over time simply because the government keeps printing it. So here's the question. Why do retail investors underperform the market so much? Well, it's because they try and time the market. They want to buy and get greedy when everything is perfect and everything's going up, and they get scared and fearful whenever everything is going down and whenever the news is telling you things are bad. This means they're just buying high and selling low. Or they're jumping into hype rallies, or even worse, they're staying out of the market when everything is dropping. Those are the best opportunities for buying great companies at even better prices. Another thing that eats away a retail trader's profitability is cost and fees. Do your research. Find a brokerage app that is 0% commission. And all that is the app that you use to do your investing. And some platforms can charge a small percentage fee every single time you buy and sell. So the more often you're trading, the more cost and the more fees you're having. Taxes. Here's the thing about stocks that a lot of people don't know. You don't owe any taxes on your stocks regardless of how much money they've made unless you sell out of them. And whenever you sell out of fear, one, you're losing money, and two, you're having to pay taxes on anything that made. And finally, opportunity cost. The longer that you sit on the sidelines is longer that you're not able to use the best wealth building tools in the world, which is compounding interest, the stock market, and investing. So let's use a real world example. We have two traders. They both start off with $10,000. The first trader invests $500 a month every single month consistently. They never sell. They don't panic. They don't even check it. They have everything on automatic, right? While the other trader has the exact same amount of money to invest every year. However, they let their emotions make their trades. They stay out of the market on those bad days, and they put extra money whenever everything is soaring. So they make, let's be generous, closer to 3% a year. Let's follow this 20 years down the line. The first investor has over $430,000, while the second only has $160,000. That is a 260% difference. So what are some practical steps that you can start doing today? The first one is set up automatic investing and withdrawals. That way, the money is out of your account and already investing without you even having to know, think about it, or even see the money. That way, you take your emotions completely off the table. 2, avoid trying to time the market. Don't let your emotions make the trades for you. And remember the age-old saying, time in the market beats timing the market. The third is keep your fees low. Do your research. Make sure you use an app or a platform with 0% commission. 4, stay the course. This is a long-term plan. Don't get scared when the market falls. In fact, see it as an opportunity to buy just a little bit extra of amazing companies that have just gone on sale. 5. Diversity. Now, if you invest in a ETF like SPY or VOO, this takes care of itself. However, if you start diving into individual stocks, don't put all your eggs in one basket and do not focus on just a few companies. Diversity is key in investing. So here's a quick recap. The market makes about 10% a year, and most investors can't keep up simply because they let their emotions make the trades for them. You do not have to be flashy, alright? Consistency wins. Remember, time in the market and not timing the market. Be disciplined. Small steps multiply over time, and if you stick to it like this, you will beat over 90% of traders. Because at the end of the day, your job as an investor is not to be brilliant, it's to be consistent. Another quick math for you. Only $100 a month invested consistently over time from the age of 25 to 65 is over $1 million. Thank you guys so much. Remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment if you have a question, and even leave a comment if you've ever panic sold a stock or if you've bought into a hype rally and then ended up losing money. If you found value in this, subscribe and share it with someone who might also need it. Thank y'all.